All good. Francis says I'm all good, but nobody's showing up in my chat box. All right, whatever. We will rock it out. Yeah, Toby's back. All right, cool. So I can't see anybody in the chat. Oh, here we are. There we go. Silly. I didn't have the right box open. All right, guys, welcome.
Can you move over, baby?
I guess I can give you some room. So first things first, this is the group where we're going to be doing some interactions here and answering questions that you have as we go through the info. So I have sent out the link to everybody. It's, if you look in that chat box there, facebook.com/groups/Toby and Layla 2012 team. All right, guys. So this is the team here. I mean, this is the group that you're going to want to be a part of. A lot of you guys joined last on the weekend, and some people are requesting to join right now. So first and foremost, welcome to the first session of The Naked Truth. And I want to pull up, I don't even think I had time to download that PowerPoint. We have been running so fast today. Excuse me.
Just let me do some things here, babe. There's some information that we don't want everybody to see, so we're just gonna... I was just pausing the screen. There you go. So, guys, who's excited right now? I mean, not even just excited about what we got going on with The Naked Truth, but just excited in general. Are you excited about your business? I hope that you are. The info we're going to dive into is going to be raw. It's going to be uncut. Some of it's going to be off the cut and very tangent like. And you know, that's when you get the best passion. That's when you get the best emotion. And it's really, really important that you pay attention to everything that's going on. It's really important that you don't have Skype going in the background. You don't have this going on. You don't have that going on. And you make sure that you're completely focused on what is about to be happening. Now, if anybody is in where are we going to be next? We're going to be in, if anybody is in Florida, Layla and I are going to be in the Tampa area from the 3rd of July until the 13th. And then we're going to be in Miami. And then we're going to be in the Bahamas. So if anybody is in those areas, give us a shout, reach out to us. We want to hang out with you. We want to come and see and have a good time and party it up and mastermind and everything with you. So just, you wanted them to see your screen again? There you go. Sorry, Layla. I think it's Layla's first time on GoToMeeting right now. So can you let us know that you guys can see that hilarious picture on the screen? One person. Okay, is only one person seeing it? See it. Okay, awesome.
I didn't record.
Now we're recording.
We're recording. So welcome to the first episode of The Naked Truth of Network Marketing. This is where you really get the off the record Toby and Layla, where we're just, we're putting it all out there. We're putting ourselves out there as we are, the people we are, just totally unscripted, but coming to you with the information that you deserve to have, the information that you deserve to know. We have been around the block and we have been involved in online marketing for a few years now, and we've seen it all, so we really want to offer you our perspective and some insight and some things that, like I said on Facebook, a lot of the gurus are hoping you don't find out. So let's go through. Can you click on it? There you go. So while you're here, you will never be sold anything. Not a thing. We are not going to upsell you, backsell you, side sell you.
Downsell you.
We're not going to be sending you through a bunch of capture pages so you can click buy now and have to order the ebook to actually get the real secrets and the real juice. You will never be sold anything.
Anybody happy about that? Is anybody Is anybody happy about the fact that there's not ever going to be anything sold here? We're not going to say, okay, you got to buy this, and then 10 minutes later it's like, oh yeah, you got to buy this new thing, this new toy, this new strategy. I'm fed up with it, and all these people are saying, well, you can't give anything away for free because people don't respect it and they don't appreciate it. That's a lot of bullshit. People do, especially in this economy. They shouldn't have to buy everything. Yes, some things should be for sale. Of course they should. Sales is what makes the world go round. But it's time for online, not just internet marketers, but anybody who's online, sharing proper value, sharing real value, and not just feeding us with crap. I'm so sick of it. I don't know where Layla went. And while you're here, you're gonna learn. Oh, she's accepting people in the group. You're gonna learn a lot about online marketing that the gurus do not want you to know. So what Layla was talking about, stuff that we have paid thousands to get, stuff that gurus still sell probably tens of thousands, hundreds of thousands worth each month to gullible people who used to be all of us, but now we're just going to get it here for free. Things that for sure should be sold and could be sold, you're going to get for absolute
and probably are being sold.
And probably, yeah, that's what I was saying. You will also have a ton of fun. We do not allow any experience, opportunity, presentation, training to go on without people smiling and having fun. So please make sure that you're smiling, having fun, enjoying what's going on, because at the end of the day, we could fall down and die at any second. So wouldn't you want to just have a good time while you're doing it? Of course you would. My phone is absolutely blowing up. I love it so much. During the naked sessions, and we haven't even decided how many parts this is going to be, because
there's so much we want to cover.
We basically are going to give everything that we've learned for past 3.5 years away in these sessions. So we don't know how long it's going to go, but it is going to go right now every other Wednesday at 10:30 Eastern. If we're on a vacation or if we can't do it, an email will be sent out so we can reschedule it. And we're going to make this like a little club. We're going to make it like a little community. All the emails that you see coming out from us, at the beginning of it, you're going to see it says Naked Truth, just so you know it's coming from us, and you can open it, and it's not going to be something that, people you have to buy. There'll be a few aha moments that you'll definitely get, because Layla and I are going to share some info that gave us some aha moments, and we're kind of like-minded for sure. While you're here, you're going to be armed with the knowledge that gives you back the power.
Back the power.
Back the power. Rather than feeling like this lost puppy searching for your way home, or even searching on where to get started, and you feel like all these people are just picking you off for this, picking you off for that, more money, more money. It's a rabbit hole. It's an endless rabbit hole of crap to buy and sift through it. It really is.
So the reason that I put this up, and no, we're not going to pitch you on the challenge, but we believe in honesty. We believe in being who we are. And who we are...
I don't even like to look at that picture. Oh
who we are is, people that have been transformed by the challenge, as you can clearly see. But just to give you guys a little perspective, if this is like the first time that you're ever meeting, this is probably not the first time, but if this is the first time you've actually been on one of our webinars, and had the chance to hear our story, 3 years ago when Toby and I first met, we were broke musicians, still, covered in tattoos. Toby had been kicked out of quite a few schools. I dropped out of university. We were basically living in the basement of a bar, playing in a band, and drinking our life away. Partying our life away. No thought to the future, no plans. People had pretty much written us off. And we got introduced to the home business industry. We got introduced to network marketing, and they didn't care if we had tattoos. They didn't care if we'd been kicked out of school. Our success was determined by us. And so we totally fell in love with it. hadn't really broken through until we uncovered the information that we're about to share with you tonight, and until we fully grasped it. That's when we had our big breakthrough moment. Now we're in the top 3% of earners in one of the hottest companies out there. Helped 108 people in the last 4.5 months get BMWs.
So
and
basically,
totally rocking.
what she's trying to say is, before we had this information, we were playing around, and now that we have it, everybody on the line, Christmas has come early for you because of the info we're going to be sharing. The myth, or I kind of feel like we're taking a Mythbusters approach too with things, because one of the myths we're going to be busting is how online people are saying you can build your business with a push of a button, when really we know that is absolutely not the case.
And it's crazy because I overheard Toby having a conversation today with someone about putting his business on autopilot, and I thought it was really, really interesting, how people are marketed to that way, where yes, you can put this autopilot system and cash will just flow in, and all this awesome stuff, but is that really the truth? Well, no, you're not going to be able to come on the internet and all of a sudden have automated traffic, automated prospecting, automated selling, automated funnels. No, that is not going to happen. What's going to happen is Toby's going to go back into the slideshow. Thank you. So what's going to happen is there's going to be a crazy learning curve. This is actually pretty generous. So typically from 0 to 6 months, you are earning nothing. Nothing. For the first 6 months when people get online, they are not making money. Maybe at that year mark, if you're a stud, if you're a rock star, if you're somebody that's dedicated, willing to make sacrifices, willing to put in 14 hours a day and not make any money for those 6 months, then you'll break through in that 1 year mark and you'll start to see some paychecks coming in. But this is the problem. This is the problem with this whole system. The average lifespan of a new rep that doesn't make any cash is 90 days, if that. If that. So that's that little tiny area right here. So you got 90 days, and if in the first 6 months they're not making any money, what's going to happen, Toby?
See ya. On to the next thing. On to the next thing. And guys, the naked truth is about network marketing. So if you're coming on here as an internet marketer who's just an internet marketer, some of the things we're going to say is going to piss you off, which is fine with us. But some of our closest friends are just internet marketers. That's great. They do what they do. They're weird, hide behind a keyboard. That's what they want to do. That's great. But if you're on here, you want to be a network marketer and you understand, or maybe you didn't understand, and this is what you're being taught, there is a difference. Internet marketing is one realm, network marketing is the rest. I always want to make sure we're clear to that, because we have a lot of internet marketing followers of ours, and I don't want to feel like we're just bashing internet marketing. It's, if you want to be a network marketer, exactly what Layla's just drawn out here is true. You bring someone into your business and you're sitting them down to learn SEO, to learn PPC, to learn all this stuff, and this is this big long learning curve. And if you don't get the money in their pocket quickly and easily in 90 days, you've absolutely lost them. So it's kind of like the bucket that has a hole at the top, but a bigger hole. That's like a snowman. A bucket that has a smaller hole at the top than it does at the bottom, or more holes, because people are just coming in, and as quick as they come in, they're going right back out, and you create a job for yourself. Network marketing is not about that altogether. It's about having a simple system that can be ran easily from your next door neighbor who's 18 to your 90-year-old grandmother, and run seamlessly. And it's also about support. And that's another thing that I want to touch on. I don't know if we'll touch on it here. You think this is a good time to touch on
I think
support?
we're going to get into some of the team building things that we're going to talk about.
We'll
Because
go over that
that's really why a lot of you guys are on the line, is because you want to know how to build a team. You want to know how to become the leader that is inside of you, to develop other people, to change people's lives, to help other people succeed. When you have that focus, you will get there. When it's all about you, You won't get there so quickly. But when you can make it about other people in your team, and that was really something that we had to take a look at, because when we would get a new rep in the past mistakes that we have made in this industry, and yes, we have made mistakes and we admit to these mistakes, but when we would get a new rep signed up, what would we do? We would send them through, I don't know, about 20 different training videos,
Jesus.
teaching them how to set up a list, a capture page, how to do HTML codes, absolutely craziness. No wonder no one in our team was duplicating, because they had to go through that year learning curve of all that information. And so that's what's happening. That's what's happening with the internet, is that we market it as a simple, instant, push button, autopilot business, when really you're going to be looking at least investing a year to even see any sort of internet to learn all that stuff: SEO, blogging, backlinks and forward links and link pyramids and link triangles and blah 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 blah. We'll get into that. But guys, do you see the problem here? Can I get a yes on the chat on the Facebook group? I'm going to go back to the Facebook group for a second. So come back there with me. But I want your feedback. I want your interaction on how the aha moment that you just had right now. Can you accept those two folks too? Do we all need to be naked to participate? Yes.
So can we get some crowd participation, not just in the chat box, on the Facebook box? Because that might be a breakthrough for a lot of people. And it was for us when we finally sat down and looked at it and clearly saw that, yeah, that's what we're doing. How the hell can we expect to build a duplicating team, successful team, when we're teaching people like years of content that they don't even need to know to successfully run the business? Christina Hood, nice to have you on with Greg. The link is facebook.com/groups/Toby and Layla team, or Toby and Layla 2012 team.
Try sending a message back out to them all. We'll try it again. All right, guys. I'm glad that we're all on the same page here, and we're not out to ruin anybody's online system or hurt anybody's business out there. We're just telling you what we've experienced. What we have been through, and we have done that. We have put people, when they first get started, they join this great big marketing system where there's a year's worth of internet marketing training and webinars in the back office, and they just their brain turns into mush. You guys can all agree, you've been at those moments where you just got started in something and your brain feels like mush. It's like it's information overload, and you end up doing absolutely nothing. So we're just sharing this not to annoy anybody or piss anybody off. Well, kind of to piss people off, because we're pissed off a little bit about how it's going. But it's basically so you guys can learn from what we have been through. And it's funny because I actually wanted to bring out now, and I didn't put a slide up for him because I wasn't sure if he was going to be able to make it, because I know he's so busy with his team. But before we get into some more of the content, I wanted to bring out a guy that's known in the internet marketing realm, an absolute legend, like one of the first that got into this whole
originally recruited Jonathan Budd.
Yeah, like serious playa online. And I wanted to bring his perspective because a lot of this, we've had deep conversations about the internet and network marketing and how it's cross-contaminated and how, things have been not up to snuff. So Franco Gonzalez, are you actually...
He's on the line. I gotta... Hold on.
What? Where's he at?
He's gonna be here. So guys, if you don't know Franco, original old school marketer, Then went online, dominated online. Actually, was Jonathan Budd's original sponsor. He's like the OG of this game. Everything that he says, listen to, take to heart, take note on it, because this man is moving at an incredible pace. Has a fantastic team. We love him dearly. He didn't even know he was going to come out, but as you know, as a team, we always roll together, play together, work together, and we want him to come out and share some words of wisdom. Franco, you are unmuted, my friend.
Hello, hello. Can you guys hear me? Bringing me out like this. Hold on, let me put my whiskey jack down. My
Yeah,
whiskey
we hear
soda
you,
down.
brother.
Oh, I get to flow now. No scripts, no notes, little whiskey down the hatch. Ah, this is fun. Internet marketing, autopilot land. Guys, I came straight out of nowhere. It was about 10 years ago. I was struggling as a traditional network marketer because I had a lot of internal baggage going on. I was a 21, 22, 23-year-old kid, no story, no school, no background, no money, no sphere of influence, no nothing. I was slanging some law things, some legal plan out there. You guys know what I'm talking about. And it was old school. I was throwing, videos and audios and flyers, and I was doing the whole thing. I was doing it all. I loved the industry. I came up from the big A right before that, the big Amway. They taught me a lot of mindset, and I lived on audios and events. Even after I quit, I would go to a couple of the events before they figured out I was not in the program anymore. And my own upline would say, hey, man, you're still coming around. You may as well stay active. But that was me. I'm an old school network marketer. It was always about trying to find a way to craft my own story and find a little leverage that would just give me over the edge of being that guy without a story, young kid, no money, all of that. And so I came to the internet. Now check out the story though, because I met my original mentor, Brad Weinman. He's pretty much out of the industry right now. He does a lot of investment stuff, but he was the original Godfather before Mike Dillard, and I love Mike and everything he did for the industry and all that yada yada good stuff. But Brad Weinman is the original old school cat. Guys like Joe Schroeder, Dan Kennedy, Jay Abraham, Dexter Yeager, and Brad and these guys, we started studying affiliate marketers, and they were selling stuff on this new thing called ClickBank, and Corey Rudell was there before he passed away. Rest in peace there, Corey. But we were following real affiliate marketers, and we were bringing that to the traditional network marketing game. But our primary philosophy was always, and it always stayed, it's got to stay duplication friendly. It's got to duplicate or it's not worth anything. And so all attraction marketing was to us is we found leads on the internet by going to chat rooms on AOL or doing a little bit of advertising. There was no advertising spaces because there was no advertising or marketing on the internet per se, period. So we had to kind of invent the space. So back then we can get leads, and then we push these leads through an email server, and we sent them to a website that looked exactly like what you're seeing. I'm still doing the exact same attraction marketing today that I was doing back then, only now the gurus say that I don't do attraction marketing because I don't have all the complicated BS that they're selling out there, and it is BS. I hope you didn't fall for it today, because all of that stuff we already teach within our team anyway. The only thing that gets sold over and over and over again, guys, is romper room stuff. Because when they were trying to do the advanced stuff, that stuff gets slapped and penguined and pandaed and YouTube banned, and it changes so often that there's no money in doing advanced training. So now the advanced trainers are selling romper room kindergarten ABC stuff that we've had in our own teams back offices for decade already, for over a decade. So what you would see is you would see a little headline, hey, do you want to build a simple home business that's duplication friendly from home? Are you having trouble with your business right now? Come inside. Here's a picture of me and my team. Opt in below, and I'm going to send you to a call, and you're going to see a simple video or simple audio back then. We'll put you on a conference call, and that's it. And really, that was it. And that's how we did network marketing on the internet before. It was very simple. What happened around 2005 is, Mike got into it with affiliate marketing a little bit more, made some nice jazzy little converting information products and started selling it as what they called a funded proposal, which was nothing new. It was just pretty new to the internet in this niche. And so, hey, cool, let's sell a little $20 ebook up front. We build our list, which Mike didn't let you do. You were building his list, which a lot of times that's what happened now. Now you don't have just one guru selling you information. You have a syndicate, like a mafia of these churn and burn gurus. And most of them are pretty cool people. But I've been around the game long enough to tell you with all honesty, without dropping any name bombs or anything like that, some of them are straight up gangsters on the negative side. They're just out for your dollar. And the minute because I just got pitched on a couple of days ago, Toby, hey, you guys are all in here. Why don't you send your list and you sell them this deal, this travel deal for $3,000, and you'll just crush it. They've already paid you this much money. They're going to pay you even more now as long as you get them while they're hot. Yeah, that was pitched to me on a Facebook message the other day, and I'm like, man, you just don't know. I retired from that game. I never was in that game. You guys are just disgusting to me now because it's hurting people. It's not helping people at all. Nobody wins there. Everybody loses, and it makes the entire industry look bad because now after that 90-day cycle, after they churn and burn you so much, you're just fed up and disgusted, and you don't want to talk to Layla. You don't want to talk to Toby or me or anybody else, good or bad. You're just done. So what we were doing back then is very simple. We'd put them right through a little information process, and it was all about what you see in the picture. That's what we were selling. That's the challenge. That is a good team. That is whatever you want to call it. That's our product right there, and that's what people want at the end of the day. So we were selling that. We sell it in stories, in pictures, in support, in real upline, giving a call to your downline teammates, getting them started. They're not lists, they're not followers, they're not downlines. Guys, you are our lifeline. You're our family, but we back it up with our action. We actually act like we care about you, and we'll drill down into your team and start building. And this is not a pitch for our team or this or that, but when you do it right, good teams out there, that's what they're promoting. That's what they become. That becomes their energy and their brand, and people naturally gravitate to that. What's the difference? About 2005, it started getting really complicated. The gurus found out, wow, it's getting so much easier. Anybody can get a server account. Anybody can get a website. Anybody can get all this stuff, and I can create my own audios, videos, and books. Why do I need to go through the journey and actually help build a team and help people and sell a multi-level or a network marketing program? Why do I have to go there? I can just press a button and churn and burn suckers all day long and sell them empty information. And whatever the information of the day is next week, I can go through that cycle again, make a couple of contacts with other gangsters that have a list, and we can just share our list, and every 2 weeks we can absolutely just bomb this market and take everything that's in their pocket. And when they get done with people that had money in their pocket, then the pay plans start, and then the credit cards start, and then pay 6 times, 8 times, 10 times, and then they're taking your firstborn. I mean, it's getting ridiculous out there, guys. So it actually gets. I am passionate about it, and that's why I'm right here working with Toby and Layla. I'm following because I saw heart here. We treat our teams like family, and we really just want to get back to how it has been all along with good teams, keeping it simple so that the middle classes in this entire industry, the new guys, I don't like to say little guys, everyone's huge in my book, but the new guy, the inexperienced person, that's not a person, it's not a marketer, it's not an MLM junkie, it's not an MLMer, it's a person with kids, 2.5 dogs, a parrot, a job, full-time responsibilities. Their parents are starting to age on. They're having health concerns. There's all kinds of stress. There's a 2-hour commute. That's what I see when I click send on an email. I'm really trying to help people. We as a team are trying to help people, and the first thing that we do is put on the brakes, cut out all of the fat in everything, and just give you the absolute energy and power that attracts people. And that can be very simple, very duplication friendly, mainstream message that you can take outside of this tiny little incestuous niche, and you can go to Joe Tow Truck, Patty part-time, and you can give them a solution that can change their life. And they don't have to worry about having to study marketing for 2 to 3 to 4 years to make any money. And that really is the round journey, is what I saw way back in 2002, 2003. The dream that we saw with the internet was keep everything simple and just find a platform where we can get our message in front of more families. That's all it was. It wasn't about creating all these dumb launches and churning people with absolutely no sense about a bigger vision and a bigger, significant, relevant journey for them. It's not about that out there. And so that's the only thing I want to caution you is information is great. It becomes very addictive. You want to learn everything. But if you've been learning everything for the past 2 years and you haven't been earning anything, then how much is that worth? Why did you really come here? We have a solution, or we can lead you into a different path where you're not getting sold all the time. You can actually be in control and make a decision. Did I come here for this, or did I come here to change my family's future? Which way is the way that I want to go? Which way is the more responsible way to take my family? Or do I just want to be a student for 10 years and dump thousands of money into this industry and have nothing to show for it but bitterness and frustration? So we sell you that picture. That's what we do. We keep it very simple. It's all about bringing it back to the people, keeping everything else as simple and as duplication friendly as possible. And that way you see true colors in people come out instantly. One event, one conference call, one webinar, and you know you're dealing with real people. Versus the other guys that are constantly trying to hide behind their phone and voicemail and support tickets and websites. You never see them. They get pissed off if you have questions and want some help. I mean, that speaks loudly, right? You don't need a whole webinar to teach you how to do that, but we need to make it a point to communicate this to people so that there's one thing isn't the only thing. So with that, guys, I hope that covers what you wanted me to cover, and I'll kick it on back to you guys. You guys absolutely rock. You are the stellar, top, highest quality leadership in the entire industry. My opinion, but a lot of other people's opinion too, and I am proud to be chasing right up your coattails. You guys run so fast it is hard to keep up with you, but it makes it fun. Thank you very much for the time. Appreciate it.
Franco, I love you.
We love you so much.
You can't see it, but the amount of people who just wrote in on the little question area about how deeply that touched them, how impactful that was to them, the aha moments that they got. It's absolutely awesome to see that,
I told you guys. You're going to have some aha moments tonight.
Like, Franco is an absolute G. We love him dearly. Incredible leader. Thank you so much for joining us. And jumping in there, Franco. And that's the beauty of the team that we have. When you are congruent with yourself, when you're authentic, transparent, you attract the right people. And obviously, Franco is definitely the right person and then some. So thank you so much. What you just shared hit it on the head of what the naked truth about network marketing sessions are absolutely all about. We are here to give you the real stuff. Yes, sometimes you may not want to hear it, but we're giving it to you because you need to hear what's best for you and your family.
Yeah, guys, this is really the information. Whether you're it doesn't matter what team you're in. It doesn't matter whose team you're in, what company you're in. This is the information that you want to latch onto, because this is where you are going to create this energy in your team. Or if you're a leader out there that's watching what we're doing and you're checking in to see what Toby and Layla are up to, this is it, guys. We're being real with people. We're getting in the trenches, down and dirty, getting our hands dirty. We're not sitting back here pushing a quick little button and having a gazillion leads come in. That's not how we run the plan. So why did you come online in the first place? Why did you turn on your computer when you signed up in your business and start Googling how to build a network marketing team? Why did you do that? To find new prospects, to build your team. You wanted to bring new people in, wanted to connect with more people, wanted to meet people, wanted to bring people to grow your team, to make extra money. You want to make money, right? There's a lot of money to be made on the internet. You want to make some of it. And then to create more time freedom in your life. So remember that learning curve that we talked about on that last slide before Franco came out and absolutely blew us away. Remember that learning curve. Now, are you going to be able to make money? Not really. Not unless you stick it out for 1 to 5 years is where you're actually going to be making the money. Are you going to create time freedom in your life? Not really. I remember Toby and I sitting in front of our computers, laptop to laptop, for at least 17 hours straight. Toby's dad, Lori Black, who we love dearly,
who's on the
line with us tonight, would bring us dinner in our room to make sure that we ate, because we were so enthralled and learning and implementing and changing and tweaking, and it was craziness. And did we make a lot of money? No. So we took away all this time. We spent all this time doing this, had no time freedom in our life, and we weren't making the money we wanted. And the prospects that we did find to bring in our team, like Toby drew in that pail, they would come in one aside and fall right through the holes out the bottom, because there was no way that anybody was going to sit there for 14 hours straight. And sorry, Toby's picture looks a little bit provocative there. This is the naked truth.
Moving on. Layla's like,
you should not have the bamboo pad.
Layla's losing over here. You blushing, babe? Did you lose your train of thought?
I don't know what I was saying.
So, guys, this is like a kind of like okay, yes, it's blatant. It's right in your face. You started your home-based business because you wanted to create time freedom. You wanted to make extra money into the household, and you wanted to build your team, obviously finding new prospects online. But when you come online, you're not doing any of those things. You're actually creating more work for yourself. You're creating less time.
Spending more money,
and spending less time with your family, and not finding the right prospects to build your business. So basically, if you do figure out the learning curve and make some money online income, you're really decreasing your chances of network marketing success. And in the long run, that's what you're going to get if you want to. That residual income that lasts and gives you all the time freedom.
Yeah, I mean, I got off the phone with a pastor out in Nova Scotia, and Ian Legate connected me with this pastor. And so we were talking, and he was over $100,000 in debt because of his 10-year history in the industry. $100,000 in debt. He'd spent $100,000. So when you're looking at that line graph there, you're looking at that learning curve, and you're seeing, oh my gosh, you don't even make any real money until, a year at the very least. I realize that actually it's more like in the negatives. And a lot of people, I've spoken to a lot of people that have invested thousands and thousands, hundreds of thousands. But this one pastor in Nova Scotia really spoke to me, because he talked about some of the experiences that he had with, buying different courses and buying different seminars and buying different systems. And it honestly broke my heart. And that's one of the things that fuels me to want to share this message with everybody. I don't care if people don't like us anymore. I don't care what people think about us. I don't care if we're, not popular at the events anymore, because we tell the truth. That's fine. You deserve to know it.
You can't handle the truth.
Yes, you can. So do we ignore the internet? No.
Hell no.
It's not going away. We want to capitalize on the internet. We want to be able to use the internet. We want to be able to be where the eyeballs are. We want to be able to get new prospects, new people seeing all of our stuff. People are on the internet. So of course we want to use the internet.
But we are not going to use the internet. Sorry, our puppy's trying to go into his bed. He's tired. We're not going to be the person who sits behind the computer all day on their keyboard, and the world is out here, and they think, yeah, I can just be in my bubble on my computer every day, and I'm going to build this big wealthy team that's forever long lasting.
No.
Not one bit. We want you to use the internet, but use it correctly in order to build your business.
Questions? Oh, I thought there were some questions that come up. Yeah, so guys, this is extremely powerful, and this is what we want to simplify it. So no SEO, no WordPress blogs, no setting up your hosting in your servers, no backlinks, front links, pyramid wheels, no solo ad scariness, no HTML or web design, and no mind-numbing webinars. Are you guys having fun? Are you guys actually enjoying yourself as you're sitting here with Toby and Layla and the Naked Truth, wondering, are we really naked sitting here? We might be. You never know.
After
you're having a good time, right?
Drawing
Yeah, when we draw penises on the screen. So this is...
Is he on the line?
He is on the line. Actually, I want to bring him out. Maybe he has a microphone. I don't know. He's so technically challenged. We don't know. But this is Derek...
He's so technically
This is Derek Joyce. He's a really good friend of ours. And he is Cedric Harris's construction dude. He built all of the crazy in-wall fish tanks in Cedric's house. He's done a bunch of renovations in Cedric's house. He's basically, your steel toe type wearing boots kind of guy. And we were having a crazy mastermind session with all these internet people, Franco and Cynthia and Lawrence. We were all sitting up in a hotel room talking about the internet and network marketing. And he was sitting there listening to all of our conversations, sitting there. And he says, I do not know the first thing about the internet. So what do I do?
I can barely turn it on in his crazy Boston accent.
I can barely turn... How do you do a Boston accent? I don't know. I could
barely barely turn it... Oh, no.
Barely.
In the car.
I could barely turn it on.
Barely.
Anyways.
Park me car in the bar. Go to the park with me dad.
Okay, so we won't keep trying to butcher that accent, because I love the Boston accent. I think it's awesome. Anyways, so... He says, I can barely turn my computer on. And I said to him, well, you have your phone there. Don't you have Facebook?
Yeah, I got Facebook. Oh, yeah, I got Facebook.
But Facebook's not the internet.
Facebook's not really the internet.
And we were like, all of us internet marketers turned our heads to this construction guy that can barely turn his computer on, that uses Facebook.
Who is... remarkably similar looking to Tom Cruise.
Actually, I think more like Mel Gibson.
Just striking good looks.
And I chose this picture. His hair is long and luscious, but he's actually cleaned up and
chiseled features.
Yeah, he's straightened up his act with his new haircut. But anyways, what are you doing? So yeah, we had an aha moment. Like, all of us internet marketers sitting there in the room, and we look at this guy.
Everybody's still there. I didn't just end it by mistake. Just give us a yes. We're still here. I'm pressing buttons here and messing something up.
I think we're still here. Yeah, we're still here.
Cool.
All right. So when we realized, okay, Facebook is not the internet. And the average person, not saying that Derek is in by any way, means, shape, or form average, but the person that is out there, landscaping my lawn, that doesn't know how to turn his computer on, probably knows how to use Facebook. There he is with his new haircut.
Look at us looking into each other's eyes.
Over your sake?
Yeah, he goes, you got wasted from that sake. That was hilarious. So, we wanted to, that whole prelude intro was basically us saying, well, we know that there's hundreds of millions of people on Facebook. There's hundreds of millions of people on the internet. You want to get your business in front of those eyeballs, but you just want to do it in such a way that Franco was talking about, like Layla's about to dive into, where you're not confusing the hell out of everybody for 6 to 9 months to 12 months. You're actually giving them stuff they can run with that day and
that they already know.
Income generating activity right away.
Yeah, guys, Facebook is your new non-internet tool. So basically, people don't see this as the internet. They see it as something on their phone. They see it as part of their everyday activity, just like, checking an email, just like checking the mail. Facebook is above and beyond. I was watching the news the other night, and there was this addiction counselor on the news talking about people that are addicted to Facebook. So people already have their Facebook accounts. They're already networking. So when we show them, what we've done is we have mastered Facebook. We have mastered teaching our team simple strategies on Facebook where they can meet new people, share their story, get people involved, get people interacting with them, and expand their network. Now, what's the problem with Facebook? Well, I want to show you guys a quick problem with Facebook. And the reason that I want to show you actual Facebook is because I want you to see.
Actual Facebook.
All right, so the problem with Facebook, and I was about to delete this all from in here, and then I thought, you know what? Oh, you're already a member of this group. I thought, you know what? I'm going to leave it so that you can really understand what I'm talking about. And I have to scroll past all the awesome comments. Thank you guys for covering up all the spam. All right, check this out. This is the problem with Facebook, is that people use it as a broadcasting service. They use it as, their amplifier, or what's it called? Oh, megaphone. Their megaphone, where they're constantly...
And they're all spamming the same thing. I think this might actually be...
Yeah, we won't even mention the name.
No, I was going to say people's accounts hacked, because I know a couple of those people are not spammers. So maybe that's account hacking too, which Facebook is getting
happens.
So... I know, like every single day, someone messaged me saying, oh, just ignore all my messages, my account's been hacked. It's crazy. Oh, it's crazy what's going on with this.
So the problem with Facebook is, sorry if your account was hacked and I just put your face up there calling you a spammer, because that's okay. But if it is, you really need to get your account checked out, because you're irritating the heck out of me.
That was a hack that went out today.
Oh my gosh, it was driving me crazy.
Crazy.
Absolutely bothering me. Anyways, but that's just one situation. This kind of spam of, oh my gosh, I see it every single day. Join my team and put in $5 and you'll be making $10,000 a month, or never have to pick up the phone. All you have to do is copy and paste. All this crap that's out there. That's the problem with Facebook. People are using it as a broadcasting service. People are out there spamming. So how do you set yourself apart from all of the spam? What is that, Toby?
This is my man.
Oh, just draw a regular circle head. Like a smiley face. That looks so weird.
It's my old spam man.
Okay, that's the spam man. Anyways, people are just having one-direction conversations. One-direction conversations that are just going out there. Nothing's coming back.
Spam.
No one's interacting. No one's liking their stuff. Because it's irritating, actually. So how do you get around that? How do you make yourself stand out on Facebook? And how have we done such an incredible job with our mastermind, with our team, our family, in taking over Facebook and getting that interaction? Is because it's all about conversation. You don't want to just be broadcasting. You want to be asking people for their insights. You want to be asking people for their opinions. If you're promoting the challenge, and there's a lot of people on here that are promoting the challenge. Let's use that as an example, since the challenge is everywhere. You're promoting the challenge. You don't just want to be talking about selling the products. And I see people that do that all the time on Facebook. They'll just talk about selling the products. You need to engage. You need to engage. It is a two-way conversation. Facebook is built on conversation. If you're constantly just blasting stuff about with your website link, or with, I'm having a challenge party tonight, it's constantly sell, sell, sell. No one's going to pay attention to anything that you're saying. But if you involve them in your story, if you involve them in your journey, stop drawing all those weird arrows everywhere.
Oh. It's to show people like how
multi-direction
Where's your
conversation.
normal slide you have for this
I couldn't
point?
find my normal slide, so I depended on Toby
She
to
has
draw
an
it.
epic slide, and look, I wish we could show the difference. So basically, if you're on Facebook shouting at people, the traffic is one way. You're not getting any results. Social media is built on building a spider web of comments, of likes, of videos, of questions back and forward. And when you have that two-way traffic, that's when people see you're real, that you care, and they actually want a piece of what you got going on.
Yeah, and how do you involve people in your story? Well, you get real with them. You get real with them. I remember I put out a post about how I used to call myself Thunder Thighs. And I used to call myself Thunder Thighs like since I think I was in grade 8. Somebody had made fun of me. I used to get bullied at school, and they had called me Thunder Thighs, and it had just stuck in my head my whole life. And he did. So that moment, stop changing my slides. So at that moment...
You're talking about Thunder Thighs. I don't need to be on that slide. I can go on Facebook.
Stop saying Thunder Thighs. Don't say it. That word is erased from us. Anyway, so I put this post up about the fact that my legs, my thighs had actually shrunk by, so many inches, and no longer did I call myself Thunder Thighs. So I had people inboxing me. I had so many comments on that picture. So many women reached out to me saying, hey, I feel the same way. I actually feel like that right now. What can I do to do what you did? And it was me getting real with people. It was me just wearing my heart on my sleeve. Like I said, being totally transparent and showing some of my flaws, showing some of my weaknesses. Yeah, sometimes we all have bad self-talk to each other or to ourselves. But being able to admit that, learn from that, and teach others in the process, that's how you're going to take people along with you on this journey. So guys, that's really the Facebook factor is one that you want to master. You want your team to master that. It's huge. That's where all the eyeballs are. When you think about Facebook, you think about the fact that, Derek Joyce, he doesn't consider Facebook to be the internet. Then, you think about how many people you're reaching. So if you're only teaching people Facebook, that is all we teach them. We don't teach them how to set up a blog. We don't teach them how to do solo ad marketing. And, if we do get into this information, if they do want to learn internet marketing, then it's got to be at the next level of leadership. It's got to be not for the brand new person that just comes into your team that wants to, build the business and make some money in the next 30 days. Not those people. They do not need to know all of this crazy, crazy internet land stuff.
So I wanted to jump into some of the bullet points that we went over in the emails, just so we make sure that we cover everything. We went over how the push button myth basically is crippling your business when we're talking about the learning curve. We touched briefly on how our team sponsors at will on Facebook without doing Facebook PPC. I want Layla for sure, when I jump off here to do this conference call, Layla will dive into some more stuff that she does daily on our Facebook wall that just makes us and our team sponsor at will. But right now, let's talk about the exact reason that we walked away from a $50K a month internet marketing business. And it's kind of this, everything goes back to what we touched on briefly with the learning curve. Because if you're an internet marketer, and every 30 to 60 to 90 days, you have to reinvent your business model. You have to reinvent your products. You have to reinvent your messages, all your marketing. You get sick and tired of living in this endless cycle, rabbit hole of reinventing and rejuvenating, relaunching and having to redo everything. And it's not sustainable because you're always in this launch mode. You're always kind of taking a risk. Will this launch be good? So that's how you could be big one month and a loser the next month. So think about you and your family right now. How could you be building a sustainable lifestyle for you and your family off a wavering income, off a non-stable income that you never know what it's going to be because of the launch formula. So Layla and I, a couple of, like 5-6 months ago, looked at each other and we're like, we've been doing this, we've been doing that, we're kind of frustrated.
The reason we got in this business is to help people, and it doesn't feel like we were doing that. It didn't feel like we were doing that. We were at a really frustrated point in our business at that time. And you almost feel like, okay, we're going to launch a brand new product to teach people something that we know is not really going to duplicate their team. It's not really going to do what they want it to do, which is build their team, build their residual income using the internet. What it's going to do is it's going to put them into that big learning curve where most, 97% never come out the other side.
Mm-hmm. So to us, we took evaluation of where we're at, what we're doing, and basically said, okay, we're sick and tired of this. We're going to go back to what it should be, what it's always been, what survives, what duplicates, and what launches, so you can sustainably build the 10, 50, 100, 200, 400,000 a month income, whatever that your goal is, to sustain it and for it to grow, compound growth each and every month without you relaunching and doing all that other crap we just spoke about. You got to get into simple methods, and that's exactly what we're doing. So that we wanted to share exactly why, because some people are still asking us, why the hell did you guys walk away from that, and they don't know the true story. So the last bullet, Layla's going to dive into how to get your emails not only opened, but having more people waiting for the next one.
And this is not
we might have to just get to that next time, actually.
Yeah, that's like a whole session that we can't cover in 5 minutes.
So there's actually a lesson in that lesson. And some of the people that have heard that training before know all about that lesson that just happened right there.
But that lesson will take place on the next session.
For sure. Guys, I got to jump off because Franco and I are about to run a sick-ass conference call. I'm leaving you in the more than capable hands of my beautiful wife, Layla. Knock it out of the park, babe. And she is sitting here naked, if anybody's wondering.
Maybe. You never know. This is the naked truth. Actually, you guys got to check my profile picture out tomorrow morning. Make sure you leave lots of comments. So basically, I'm going to go into, actually, I can just go to my page. I just want to show you guys a couple things before we jump off the line. Really how we have, just totally dominated on Facebook. And how have we done that? We have created a story. A story. And a lot of you have been through some story selling trainings. So you know all about the power of the story. But when you can take people along with you on a journey, I mean, people ask us all the time, how the heck did you guys, create such massive results? How did you make so much money in your affiliate marketing when you guys were doing it? How did you do it? Honestly, this amazingly simple blue website. All we did was create our story and take people along with us. When we made mistakes, when we realized our mistakes in this industry, when we realized what we were doing wasn't working, when we realized what we were doing wasn't helping people, it was actually hurting them, we made it public. We made that decision. We said we're stepping back from all this internet stuff and we're focusing on what is helping people, what is changing people's lives, and why we got into this in the first place. And it was that honesty of, saying, okay, we're walking away from this income, we're resigning from this, this is what we're focusing on. And it's scary, for some people to be that honest. And I know a lot of people, when they come to Facebook, they're like, well, I don't really want everybody to know all about everything in my life, or I don't really want everyone to know about what I do in my business. Well, why the heck not? Why are you in that business then? If you don't want everybody to know about something that you love and are passionate about and that is changing your life, your family's life, your friends' life, the people you love, if you don't want people to know that, then you got to rethink what it is that you're promoting. So what I want to share with you guys is just some quick little tips that you can do. And one of them is pictures. Pictures are worth 1,000 words, right? So if you just post a status update with even right here, just a link, even though this is an awesome post, Tracy, I loved it. I loved exactly what you said. The one thing, and this link is amazing and that article is awesome. The one thing is that people's eyes are drawn to that picture. Do you not immediately your face gets drawn to Alberto, right? And then you share Alberto's story, even though it's not your story, even though, you haven't maybe lost 20 or 30 pounds or 40 pounds like Toby, you still bring people into that story. Read what he wrote here. Flashing the Vi sign, this 90-day challenge has made me smile more, look forward to other things besides my job. I'm using it to spend more time with my family. I'm less tired and invigorated. But with all that, no matter what, God has all the glory. With Madeline and everybody, Alberto's sharing his story. But does that not sound like a lot of people that are hating their job? They want to spend more time with their family. They want to be less tired. They want to be invigorated. So when you can share these stories of real life people and really dig into where they're coming from, really dig into what feelings they've created by being a part of your community, by working with you, that's when you're going to create that viralness about, people, what the heck are they doing? Why is that guy's smile so giant? Why are these people throwing up gang signs all over the internet? What are these people on? And that's what you want to create within Facebook. Now, there's one more thing that I want to show you guys. And it's so simple, it's freaky. But I want to talk to you about these Facebook groups that go on out there. So there's a lot of Facebook groups that are out there that are pretty spammy, right? So a lot of these people that are spamming all over the place, a lot of them really just haven't been properly trained. So I've been targeting spammers. And I've been saying, who's been teaching you how to use Facebook effectively to market your business? And typically they don't have anybody teaching them, because if they did, they probably wouldn't be just spamming all over the place. They'd be adding value. They'd be adding, insightful, engaging posts and videos and pictures and content, right? Because that's what Facebook is about. So when they're just spamming, all this 150K a day viewers, real traffic, 100% free. I mean, that's just kind of bogus stuff, right? So I would reach out to Robin and start a discussion with Robin, and I would try and offer her a little bit of insight into how she's marketing, and say, do you have a mentor? Is there anybody that you're working with? Well, let me introduce you to my mentor, Layla. She's one of the best on Facebook, and she can show you exactly how to use Facebook to build your business, and put them in touch with, your sponsor or whoever you have, your expert that you turn to. But guys, this is a strategy where you can go after the people that need help. These people are not making a lot of money by posting on Facebook groups. I'm telling you that. They're not getting mass amounts of traffic. They're not making huge affiliate sales, because honestly, most people in these Facebook groups are so sick and tired of it. They don't even want to read anything on that wall. They don't want to click any link, because who knows if it could be a spam attack. So you've got to create that trust. You have got to create that story. And the way that you do that is by taking people along the process with you. By taking them on your ups and downs, by taking them on the journey, by showing them the true you, flaws and all, and the things that you're working on to create a better life for your family, you and your family. So I want to go back to just before we sign off here. I want to go back to the Facebook group because I think there was a couple questions on there. Some things about. Let me see. I think there was. Sharon Howard, you fall for it when you need money like last month. I know. And that's the thing is that they marketers are trained in marketing. They know how to push your emotional buttons. They know how to work on your emotions and your feelings and your weaknesses and your pains and your struggles and paint a better picture. That's what they do. So you are not alone, Sharon. You're definitely not the first one to to feel like that or to feel like someone has pressured you in that way. So definitely. Let's see. We've got here. Can I share some duplication strategies that will help a new rep get going? Would I suggest buying opportunity seeker leads as a duplicatable strategy? No, I wouldn't suggest it really. Mostly because most leads that you buy these days are rehashed. 4 times been called and sold and called and sold and called and sold. That it's really difficult to find quality home business leads. Now, can I share some duplication strategies? Keep it simple. Keep it so simple and have a simple message that people are comfortable with sharing. I will tell you, we were involved in a company. Actually, I won't even say what they sell because once I say what they sell, you'll know what company it was. But anyways, it was really complicated. And it was, they were kind of nervous when they would talk to new people about it because there were so many questions that could be asked, so many different perspectives on investing and commodities and all that kind of stuff. So it didn't duplicate. It didn't duplicate because people were not willing to talk about it. So the first thing that you need to do is you have to have a message that people are really comfortable with talking about. People, it's easy for them. It's natural for them. It falls right off their tongue. They don't have to think about a single thing. Secondly, you want to make those calls with them. I tell everyone in our team, the first 5 calls that your brand new person makes are the most important 5 calls of their entire career. Did you hear that? The first 5 calls that your new person makes are the most important 5 calls of their entire career. So why would you let them just do that on their own? If they do screw it up, if they do turn into a blabbering, bumbling mess, then you're there to pick them up. You're there to pump them up and say, hey, you know what? You're not the first person to screw up a call. I did it myself. Let's do another one. Let's bring on another one. And then you're there to answer any questions that they have if they do get stumped, and you're there to make sure they freaking do them. Because we are procrastinators. We don't like to step outside of our comfort zone. So if it means getting uncomfortable, we won't do it unless someone holds us accountable. So you hold your new person accountable. If you're not there and they get slammed down, they get told, oh no, this is one of those things. What is it that you're doing now? They get the wind taken out of their sails. Chances are you're going to lose them. You're going to lose them. So you want to be there. You want to be present. Those are my duplication strategies. What else have we got here? How is it so many people are making money blogging daily? I don't want to get into a crazy session of talking about blogging daily and back and forth with all this information, but they're not making money from blogging daily. They're making money from a big gigantic list that they had. They're making money from from all the crazy back end stuff. You cannot just simply put a blog post on a blog and make money. That's impossible. You have got to invest and take the time necessary to learn how to drive massive amounts of traffic to that blog, how to get that blog ranking on Google, how to get that. There's a lot more than just a blog post. And that's basically what we want you to see. Not that it doesn't work, not that you can't make a ton of money from a blog, but it's not just the act of posting a blog post that is going to get you paid. So that's the point that we were making there. And that's it. That's all the question, guys. So awesome. It's I think it's coming on, what time is it here? Coming on midnight almost. So we are going to sign off. And like I said, nothing to buy here. We're not selling you anything. We're simply sharing this information with you guys because we, you know, that's what we're like. We want you guys to know what we know, and we don't want to see any more people throwing thousands of dollars away on crazy coaching programs and, you know, all this bogus stuff and just lining the pockets of these gurus when we know there is a better way. So from Toby and Layla, Toby's actually rocking out a call with Franco right now, so I'm going to close this out. But you guys are all awesome. Thank you so much for staying here and paying close attention. We would love to get your feedback on our Facebook walls or on our fan page or wherever you want to post it. But we would love to hear from you guys what you thought. We will make sure that this recording goes out to everybody, so that if you have some team members that you think need to see this, you have some people that you think would benefit, you can send it out to them as well. So thank you so much. I'll go accept everybody to the group because I think there's a couple more people. But we love you very much. And now that you guys are registered for the GoToMeeting, it's a reoccurring, so you won't have to register anymore. You'll just get the email when the next one's coming on. So peace out. Love you all very, very, very much. And you're all rock stars in my eyes. So make sure you check out my profile picture in the morning, and I want to see lots of likes on there. Have a good night. Love you. Take care. God bless. And we will see you on the next Naked Truth of Network Marketing. Bye, guys.